Hello there, Fatima. All right, fantastic work. Well done for getting this far. Let's go. Nowadays, families have less contact with each other. Okay, review the use of Saxon genitive. So, this essay totally is something we use for spoken English. Okay, strongly or firmly is the better one. Agrees with this statement because of the revaluation. Because of don't know what that is. Okay, so check that. And the hours of work. Revaluation of technology and the hours of work. So that needs to be researched, that word. Just check if you've chosen the right one. This essay will discuss this phenomenon and use examples from a recent study and a report from Melbourne University. Good. Be careful of your punctuation there. Firstly, modern technology, or the effect of modern technology on the way of communication, is especially visible between family members. This is because of the replacement of normal conversations with hypothetical contact. People prefer to spend their time chatting with friends who have never met them than stay with their families. Okay, good. For example, a recent study proves that young people became antisocial and isolated due to addiction of technology, addiction to using technology devices. Fine. Good. Therefore, using the technology could cause, check your spelling, damage to people, relationships, and brains. Okay, let's make a list. Relationship to people, relationships, and brains. Okay. Secondly, parents who work long hours can also have a negative impact on communicating with the family members. Okay, this is due to the fact that parents who are under pressure from their job and life demands are usually, because we know the subject is already present in our mind, are usually exhausted. Okay, if you say usually being, it means somebody else is doing the exhausting of the parents, which isn't the case. So are usually exhausted and reluctant to discuss with their children, which leads to a lack of conversations among them and family problems. Good, which often leads. Have a look at the end chapters about hedging. For instance, it has been reported by Melbourne University that the lack of contact between parents and their children resulted in increasing levels of youth crime, or resulted in a 24% increase in the level of youth crime, full stop. Consequently, although work is necessary to survive, family is much more important. Very good. Wonderful start, this. Okay, so I must emphasize, Fatima, what you're doing well, which is one idea, beginning to end, crystal clear. It's not an overly complex idea. We're getting our message across, so good work there. To conclude, okay, now this may seem a bit strange, but if you want to improve the next essay, okay, I want you to do a spell check yourself and do some self-correction, write down all the spelling mistakes, and also I want you to check that you do not make mistakes like this again, okay? Because these are easy mistakes and they'll cost you points. So to conclude, the new technology and job demands have a tremendous impact on the family relationships. So it is highly recommended that families, no capital F, advocate a specific time every day to talk together. Therefore, the issue can be solved. We don't need therefore the issue can be solved. Okay, so great work there. Good start. Very impressed. Let's move on. Oh, for fuck's sake. It is argued that children can gain better skills with activity that makes them more enjoyable than reading. So who's the subject here? So it is argued that children can gain better skills with activity than reading. So that sentence needs to be rewritten. It is argued that children can gain better skills with activity than through reading, or can gain better skills which are more enjoyable than reading. Okay, this essay totally strongly agrees with this statement because I believe that interesting activities can develop a child's or children's, you need to review the use of Saxon genitive, proficiency and competitiveness among young people. Good. Firstly, playing on game consoles is more beneficial than traditional activities such as reading books. This is because playing is much more interesting. Children feel excitement, which leads to learning and developing their skills throughout the enjoyable time. Good. For example, it has been reported by the Sunday News that a child who spends time in an interesting game is more likely to acquire new skills. Okay, is 33% more likely to acquire new skills than others who are just learning through the curriculum. Good. Therefore, technology games such as PlayStation are a powerful tool to engage children and teach them in a new way. Good. Solid examples. Very good. Secondly, many people enjoy sport activities such as tennis, swimming and football. Good list. This is due to the fact that people love the competition and being the best, so children love doing this activity to be winners and achieving their goals. So, super long sentence. This needs to be broken up into two shorter sentences. The next time you write an essay, check for long sentences like this and check that everything is relevant to the essay. We don't want to be going off topic, and long sentences are a major culprit of this. These, because it's plural, these kind of activities have numerous positive impacts, such as improving their physical abilities. Good. Take Brazilian children, for instance, they are talented in playing soccer because they are fascinated and love this sport, which makes them the best in the whole wide world. Full stop. Okay. Consequently, sports are a positive way to enhance young people's productivity and their cognitive abilities. Good. In conclusion, there is a variety of ways of acquiring skills with enjoyment and time, such as technology, games and sports activities and reading. Okay, so that needs to be rephrased. In conclusion, so we can say in conclusion or to conclude, one or the other. In conclusion, there is a variety of ways to acquire skills, technology and sport deliver these skills more than reading. Okay, so review online the use of clauses and sentence structure. Okay, so Fatima, you're doing well. What I want you to do now is implement all the corrections you've heard. Send me back the corrected essays, make a list of the mistakes, and then write me 2 new essays, self-correct them for mistakes, and then send it all back to me, your error list, your corrected essays, and your 2 new essays. Okay, you're doing fantastic. Let's keep on improving.